It's All Gravy with Teresa.
We're live.
Oh.
Hello.
Hey, guys. How are you today? We are so excited to be back. It has been crazy few weeks around here. And I'll back up a little bit and say, this is Teresa.
And where are we?
You're watching It's All Gravy with Teresa. And we are so happy to be back. We've had graduation for my stepdaughter and my granddaughter, and a party afterwards. And then my Clinton got sick just all at once and scared his mama pretty good. But all is well, and he actually had his first day back at work today. And so we're so thankful and grateful for that he's feeling better. And I've missed you guys. We today are going to do something just simple and easy, because last minute Annie has not been to the store.
But that's what it's all about.
That's right. That's right. That's what we are doing, living intentional. And if you guys are anything like me, and I hope more so with all these restrictions gone, that we can start getting back together and doing things and having people over to our homes and fellowshipping and loving on one another. And like us, there's always a crew coming in and out, and you need a little something that you can throw together. And that's what we've just picked up stuff out of the pantry today, and something that I thought would be easy and quick and simple. And it's always, you usually have these staples at home, and you always need a good veggie dip and a good chip dip. And these are great to use all through the year, either summertime, Christmas time, holiday time. We love to make cheese trays and vegetable trays and fruit trays. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to make just a basic vegetable dip, and it is very, very simple. You just use sour cream and ranch dressing. Just easy as you get. And we're going to do that in a few minutes. We're going to go ahead and start cooking our sausage. We're going to do a sausage cheese Rotel dip. And that's another thing that's just so very simple. You can use it with crusty bread. You can use it with chips, just however. So I'm going to go ahead and start my sausage. I've told you all before, we get our meat from Wyatt and Allie, Bentley Farms. Looks like I need to have Mike sharpen my knives. But we get the hot sausage, and it's not too hot. It just gives it a good little bite. And I also noticed, we get our meat from them, but I also noticed when I was at 3H Farms the other day, they also, in their little store, carry meat. Packaged fresh beef. I didn't see pork, but that doesn't mean that they don't have it.
Right.
So I got my trusty iron skillet out over here, and I'm just going to crumble this sausage up. I'm probably just going to use half of it because I told you we're just being intentional and using what I have in the pantry. So I only have a half a block of cheese because I made macaroni and cheese last night. And I used Velveeta cheese. So we're just going to use half of this sausage. And if you can do it one of two ways. You can do it like you have to cook your sausage anyway. But a lot of times if we've got, knowing we're having a gathering, I put all of this in a crock pot. And just turn it on and heat it up in the crock pot, and then it stays warm. You can serve it in the crock pot. But today, we're still going to be tricky and cook our sausage, cut up our cheese, add our Rotel, and we're going to heat it up in the microwave.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, who's out there today? How are things going with you?
So I definitely see Kathy Morgan is here.
Kathy Morgan. I love you.
Saying nobody's really talking just yet, but
Okay.
is open to the floor. Anybody wants to say anything, please? We love talking to y'all.
I'm sorry we don't have more planned, but you know this this time of year is busy for us, and more so with all these children and grandchildren. So, but this is a good little deal. You're gonna be glad you know how to do it, and don't have to depend on somebody to bring it for their dish. You can say, "Nope, I've already got that covered. Y'all bring something else."
You take the easy stuff.
Yeah. I'm gonna wash this sausage off my hands.
Okay, okay.
And Kathy, I wanted to tell you, I should tell Junior, but I so appreciate his post. He puts up a post every day, just a nice little saying to make you think, and I always enjoy reading those. So we were talking about the meat, 3H Farms. The kids and I went last week, I think, there, and they're out Porter Pike around Dot. And they have started a, little knickknacks if you have a funeral to go to or a birthday. She has all kinds of cool country stuff. I think she's having a painting party this week.
Oh, that's fun.
Teaching you how to do the door hangers. They have all kinds of plants and flowers. And like I said, they have the fresh meat in their cabinet. And homemade ice cream. We didn't get it when we were there because I didn't want my chart messed up. But they have peach and strawberries, what they had last week. So, and just be forewarned, guys, the kids have been out in the pool. We've tried to quieten everything down as much as we can, but I'm sure somebody is going to run through here or a dog is going to start barking real soon.
Slam the screen door or whatever.
It's going to start barking soon. So there's that sausage, and again, I wish y'all could smell it. Oh, it smells so good. And let that, and I've got my, I always like to use this for my hamburger and sausage if I'm putting it in some kind of a dip or a dish.
Break it up.
And this is Pampered Chef.
Oh, not a sponsor, could be a sponsor.
And it's a handy little tool. It helps you chop up your stuff. Like so.
Forget her name. There was a lady that did cooking videos on TikToks that would say, like so, like that.
Like so, like that. And I hope you guys are excited as I am about, we had already started back living life a little bit, but with our own group of people. But it was so refreshing to see people out and see them laughing and talking and not all the sad, long, gloomy faces that you couldn't see behind the mask.
It makes a difference.
Yeah, so I'm tickled that we're getting back. Getting back. So you can see on my cheese, I had a little less than a half a block because we eat macaroni and cheese and we like it cheesy.
So we have an episode on that.
Yes, we do, on the homemade macaroni and
Yeah.
cheese. So I'm going to start cutting this just in little blocks. And y'all know, I'm sure there's an easier way to do this, but, you know, I'll do it the hard way and cry about my hands hurting.
Hey, why would you do it the easy way?
Yeah. We have, kids have been in the pool. I actually got in the pool yesterday after everybody else got done. I ran them off and told them it was my 30 minutes I was in there. And it was great. So, at our little church, Meadowland Baptist Church, we have VBS in a couple of weeks. So we're excited about that, and just another thing of how happy we are. That's something we missed last year, was getting to do that. We had a little hay ride, and I volunteered my husband to follow the hay ride, so he's happy about that. But the kids always love it. We usually have a good crowd. All right, y'all aren't talking very much.
See, I think we started pretty late today.
We have.
Yeah.
I try, Sundays has worked out for Clinton because of his work schedule, and we try to make it as late as we can. Our friends, Leslie and Troy, over at
New to You
Consignment, do their Facebook Live on Sundays.
The hidden treasures. If you haven't checked it out, we're obsessed.
Check it out, yeah. Find some good bargains on there. We always do. But we try not to interfere so much with them. And if we can start doing it on another day, we'll try to. But it just works out for Clint's schedule that we've been on Sunday here lately. Well, we hadn't been on here.
Right, yeah. It's been like 3 weeks now, almost a month.
Yeah. But it's always good to see you all.
Oh,
I got another good tidbit. Talking about Clint's book again. It's still doing great. I don't know if it still is or not, but on Amazon it was 99 cents for ebooks.
Yeah, it's not anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, that was just for the first week of Pride. Yeah.
But the book is doing great. If you like to read, it's a good short. Clint calls it, or it is called a novella.
Novella,
Yeah.
So not quite a full novel.
Yeah, just good story you can read in a day or two, or you can spread it out for the whole week.
I have a local book club has picked it as their book of the month.
Oh, very cool.
So I'm very excited for that.
Are you going to go speak?
Yeah, I think we're going to do like a Facebook call.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm excited about it.
Yeah. That is exciting.
And we got some more copies at Barnes & Noble.
That's right. Barnes & Noble has it on the shelf, which is very cool for a mama that her writer son has his book on the shelf. So it makes me happy. That sausage is browning up good.
Yes.
Also, Clinton, I tell him all the time to keep his creative mind going and keep trying, and one day something's going to hit. And he's got this great game that he has come up with. And he's always loved bugs his whole life. Checking out different kinds of bugs, and just something he's been fond of doing. And he actually, is it called ghostwriting or not? What is that called where you wrote that?
I guest wrote, basically.
Guest wrote this book about bugs. 100.
Yeah, 101 most interesting. I can't remember the whole title now, but yeah, it's How Experts Guide to Insects, I think.
Yeah, so it's very cool. So he's got that book also. But even before that, he had started creating this game, and it has he created all the characters on the cards. It's a card game, and kind of mixture of what is the game I tell you that you're playing all the time where you're Grandpooba?
D&D.
Oh, is it similar to D&D?
No, it's a little more like chess.
Okay, so more like chess. But younger children can play it like a match. Mm-hmm. You can match the bugs.
Like War, the old card game.
Playing War. It's just all different things put together. So we're very excited about that, and there'll be a Kickstarter coming out. Clint will have more information about that.
Yeah. Should be the beginning of July.
All of my kids know what they're getting for Christmas.
Whether they like it or not.
Yeah, whether they like it or not.
Yeah, that has been a whole nother adventure.
Yeah, and there's so much now, that you can do on your own, where it used to, it still costs you, but not, your dreams can be met.
Yeah, much more achievable.
Yes, much more achievable than they ever had before because of the, I fuss about the internet all the time, but it has, just like everything good, some people are going to take advantage of it, unfortunately. But it has been great for people like Clint to self-publish and to self-produce, I guess. Is that what you're doing on this game?
Yeah,
and,
basically.
A couple of his friends have helped out and got involved, which has been great. So my sausage is about done, and I'm going to strain that. If I can find.
Let's say nobody look in the cabinets.
Well, yeah, don't look in the cabinets. Our children are responsible for doing the dishes at night when they get done. Everybody has to have chores. And because of that, they're never put in the right place. No matter how many times I say it, they're never where they're supposed to be.
There you go.
Yeah. And a little trick where we're on septic out here, and even if you're not on septic, you don't need to be running grease down your
pipes.
Down your pipes. So I take this, usually set this bowl.
I'm going to come around this side. Oh, you're good. And say we're just kind of in the dark there.
In here, and then I'm going to strain my sausage.
Yeah.
And I won't get any grease down my pipes. I don't know if I've shared with you guys or not. We did a garden again this year, and because we had so much rain, I was late getting it in the ground. And luckily got it in the ground, and then we've had so much rain that it's standing in water.
Now they're flooded.
So I'm hoping that, I know these days are hot, and I will take hot. I'm a summer girl. I'll take that over ice and snow any day.
I'm the exact opposite.
Yeah. Clint hates it being hot. But my garden, when I went and got plants, and this is another local place, they're up on, I think it's called 742, towards Brownsville. And it's I'm sorry, I can't even think of the name of it, but they're right there on the right before you go into Brownsville. And it's a greenhouse. That's where I went and got my plants. And when I'm looking at them, the tomatoes are in 4s. And so I got a whole crate of the tomatoes and got a good price on them. And so I started setting them out, and because my Uncle Leroy told me last year I had them way too close together, I set them 3 feet apart because I got big boy tomatoes. And I ended up with 42 tomato sets.
Well.
When I only had 20 cages, so I've got to go buy 20 more cages. But it was so funny that when I got them, we kept digging holes and putting tomatoes in them. And I had to have Mike cut up, Mike and Joe tilled up another little space for us to put the watermelons and cucumbers in. But I've always had trouble judging stuff like that.
Spatial awareness.
Yes. So, I was going to see, but I told y'all it was a...
half a...
yeah.
stick.
A half a stick of... I thought this might have the cups on it.
It's got something on the side there.
No, this is a liquid. Oh. This was a liquid thing, so it's not going to tell us. Maybe a little over 2 cups is what this says.
If
a little
it were
over
liquid.
2 cups of block cheese. And then I've got Rotel that has the green chilies in it. Green chilies, and we're going to leave the juice in there. Just put the whole thing in there. And while our sausage is draining, I'm going to put a paper towel over this and stick it in the microwave. And I'm going to do 2 minutes at a time on it until it melts our cheese.
I think this is the first time we use the microwave.
It is. I do not use my microwave a whole lot. The kids use it a lot more than I do.
Oh, Shelly Blair said checking in from Florida.
There you go, Shelly Blair. We need to have
We were talking about coming down there. Need to get away.
yeah. Clint was laughing at me about all that goes on here in a day. And so I'm laying out in the pool yesterday, and he comes up to me and he says, Mom, I mean, if you you vanish in the middle of the night, I pretty much know where you'll be.
Just let me know when you get there.
Yeah, just let me know when you get there. So if that's a sign, get the room ready.
Any day.
But we need to get Mike, my brother, we'll have to do a segment with him, and he thinks he's the grill master. And he does always showing some kind of something he's smoking. Smoker master.
Let's say Shelly said the room is always ready.
Oh, so very sweet. So while we got that melting up, I was going to tell you about this. Is the easiest ever, and I do this like 2 parts sour cream and 1 part ranch dressing, and that way it's going to be thick enough to stay on your vegetables. So we're just going to mix this up. That's probably about a cup, and then we'll put about a half a cup. And I've just got the off-brand. I like the buttermilk better of the ranch, and especially for this dipping sauce. This is perfect.
But definitely could be a good way to finish off the bottle.
And this keeps real well. I always save my little sour cream container, or any kind of little that has a top on it. And you just whip that up. It's crazy delicious. It's thick enough that your vegetables stay on it. And it's ready in about 2 seconds.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. If you wanted to put some fresh parsley on top of it, that would be great.
A little garnish.
To make it look pretty. See if I can use my wooden spoon. So there's our cheese. We're going to stir this. That's all stirring up.
That already smells good too.
I'm going to put this back in here. We'll just do it a minute at a time now until it gets melty, because you don't want it to burn.
Betty Phelps said she was watching.
Hey, Betty.
Hey, Betty.
Hope you're doing good and staying cool. That's been hard to do the last couple of days, but I'm not complaining. Like I said, I will take warm weather anytime. So, and there's that. And I have even before, after you put it in a little, I've got these little
crystal
crystal bowls that I've had ever since the restaurant days. Just show you how pretty it looks in here. See how thick. And I do it like that, and then just put some even dried parsley. Looks pretty on the top of it. Just like that. So there's the one. This one's almost done. And these, again, I told you earlier, you can put it in the crock pot. Go ahead and cook your sausage because I don't like the grease in there. Cut up your cheese, put the Rotel in it, and turn your crock pot on, and even serve it out of the crock pot. We usually do that in the, especially in the wintertime, around Christmas. I'm sure with Clint's new game, we'll be using it to play cards with this year. So there you go. That's almost perfect. And I'm going to put my sausage in here. Remember our good little trick where you don't get any grease down your sink? Pour sausage in. There we go. And this is so good, guys. Like I said, with tortilla chips, crusty bread. So good. I wish you could smell it because it smells good.
It does smell awesome.
And this, you know, it'll thicken up pretty quick. So it is good to have it in a crock pot and just keep it on warm. That way when you're serving it, it's just right. Thank y'all for hanging in there with us. We still have dreams and aspirations of getting a cookbook done this summer. I'm trying to keep Clint geared up for that. He's got his bug game on, got it going, got the bug, whatever you talked about them, got that book done and that commitment done. So I think I'm next in line.
Yep.
So we're very excited about that. If there's any kind of old-timey recipe that maybe your grandmother made or your mother made and you would like us to research that so we could put it in the book, would be great. We'd appreciate that.
And we always take recommendations for videos, any of that stuff.
Yeah. We're going to hopefully get back on track and be back again next week. We'll let you know. Hopefully it'll be earlier in the day. I know this, especially on Sundays, everybody's kind of chilling out this time of day. We still have t-shirts. It's all gravy t-shirts. And I've actually seen people sporting a few around, which makes me very happy. If you're interested in those, you just give us a holler or PM us. And we'll get you all the information. And we have, I want to say Peloton, but that's an exercise thing.
You got it right the last couple of times. Patreon.
Yeah. Patreon. So if you would look at that site and see if you're interested, we would truly appreciate that. We are on Facebook. We appreciate you liking us on there and whatever else you're supposed to do. And,
like, follow, share, comment.
Like, follow, share, and comment. And also on YouTube. And we are looking forward to getting 1,000 on YouTube. And if I'm not mistaken, we had over 600. Is that right?
No, we were at 300.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've always thought big. But at 300. But
it's still more than, we jumped up.
I can see it happening.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So that, if you would, I know it's more difficult because you have to remember your passwords
Log
and all
in
that
and
stuff.
all that stuff.
You know, I totally understand. But if you could do that, we appreciate it. And I don't know how many, when we get to 3,000 followers, we're giving away another shirt.
We're about 2,200 now, I think, on Facebook.
Good. Good. So, that's all I got. Shelly, I miss you, and I hope to see you soon. Hopefully, I won't be coming in the middle of the night.
I also wanted to say, TJ Shockley Hunt said, hi, beautiful, miss you.
Oh, TJ. Hi,
she just came in. Yeah.
You know, I've got to tell you all, I was kind of feeling down on myself the other day because I'm getting old. I don't like being old. I don't like feeling old. And I posted a picture the other day, and when I looked at it, I saw every one of my flaws. You know, I've got one big eye where I had the stroke. I've got jaws, like little dangly jaws, and I've got whatever this neck is called, where your chin goes into your neck. I mean, all of that, and it was sticking out at me bad the other day. And where I have
stuff no one else sees.
Yeah, where I have thyroid, you know, I don't have any eyebrows, so you have to draw them things on. I mean, it's just never ending after 60. I mean, it's just never ending. And so I posted this picture feeling sorry for myself. And over 200 people commented just precious, sweet comments. And the coolest thing about that is I know every one of you. I know you by name. I know a story about you. I know about your family. So I have been so truly blessed in my life to have met so many people, you know, and it has, it's been great, you know, and I tell my Shelley story all the time. You know, we've been as far as Key West, and people say, Teresa, is that you? And my brother would swear I would pay him to come up there and say that. He saw me there. I thank you all so much. I love you. I hope you have a great week coming up. Anybody who prays, pray for our VBS coming up. And I have a special request for caregivers. People who are caregivers give, and they usually let themselves go on and on and on. So I have a special friend that I'm lifting her up, and I want you to kind of pray for her, lift her up, whatever your kumbaya is, and you know, because we always put ourselves last, and she needs a little break. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's all I got.
Thank you all so much.
Thank you all. See you soon.